Good morning, I'm Nashika and this is chale.news. It's July 31st and we have a full plate today. South Africa is openly celebrating blocking Ghana at the African Union. Road tolls are officially coming back. Hamas says it will fully disarm. And we've lost a Hiplife voice too many of us grew up on. Stay with me. South Africa's Foreign Affairs Office is actually celebrating. They blocked Ghana's push to have xenophobic violence listed as a standalone item at the African Union, and they're proud of it. The AU will hold a general migration discussion instead, which means Ghanaians who've been attacked in South Africa have no specific continental accountability mechanism. None. Full breakdown on chale.news. Road tolls are back. Parliament has approved a public-private partnership to reintroduce tolling on Ghana's roads and bridges, reversing the NPP's 2021 decision to scrap them. The private operator, the rates, the start date, none of that has been announced yet, but the decision is made. Every driver needs to know this is coming. On constitutional reform, the Attorney General says Ghana will create an independent public emoluments commission to set salaries for the president, MPs, ministers, and judges. The current arrangement, where officials effectively influence their own pay, has, quote, undermined public confidence. No timeline yet, no legislation, but the admission alone is something. But here's where it gets complicated. Former EFIA MP Joseph Kujo says the government's own constitutional review white paper quietly drops the campaign pledge to abolish ex-gratia for Article 71 office holders. The document proposes a new pay body, but says nothing about scrapping ex-gratia A and actually recommends the president's retirement gratuity be tax-exempt. The government hasn't responded. Former NPP chairman Freddie Blay is pushing back on open primaries, calling them impractical and a risk for party infiltration. His comments come after the Supreme Court declared the delegate-only system unconstitutional. No referendum date has been set, but the debate inside the NPP is clearly heating up. U.S. military advisors are now actively inside Ghana's defense planning, working directly with the Ghana Armed Forces on logistics and operational readiness under AFRICOM's A3I program. This follows a $4 million U.S. drone and radar gift last week. How much influence is too much? Worth watching closely. The cocoa numbers are worrying. COCOBOD has confirmed at least a 16% production drop for the 2026/27 season. The Western and Western North regions, which grow more than half the country's cocoa, are already recording dangerously low pod survival rates. For farmers, for export revenues, for an economy still under IMF program conditions, this is bad timing. The revised 2026 budget allocates 5 billion Ghanaian cedis to the Ghana GoldBod to replace the Bank of Ghana as the state buyer of artisanal miners' gold. The IMF pushed for this. They said the BOG's gold buying role was blurring fiscal and monetary lines and costing the program billions. Ghana has now complied. Full story at chale.news. 85 trafficking victims have been rescued from a suspected cyber fraud compound in Dawhenya. Ghana Immigration Service arrested 17 foreign nationals in what is the largest single trafficking rescue GIS has announced this year, coming just days after a civil society coalition launched to push for stronger protections for scam compound victims. Globally, Hamas has agreed to fully disarm under Trump's Board of Peace plan. A senior official confirmed it to the BBC this morning. It's the biggest concession from the group since the Gaza war began in October 2023. Trump says Israeli forces will withdraw as disarmament happens, but unnamed Israeli officials say the terms don't meet Jerusalem's demands. Watch this space. The Archbishop of Canterbury stood inside Cape Coast Castle's slave dungeons and reaffirmed the Church of England's £100 million reparative justice pledge. Dame Sarah Mullally said the church played a part and that repentance requires action. Ghana's foreign minister praised the visit. There's something powerful about those words being spoken in that specific place. Ghana has signed its first formal national partnership to fight sickle cell disease, a 5-year MOU between the Ghana Health Service and the International Sickle Cell Center covering screening, education, care, and policy reform. 1 in 4 Ghanaians carries the sickle cell trait. This partnership is long overdue. 9 countries have formally boycotted the 2030 FIFA World Cup over FIFA's plan to sell a stake in the tournament to private investors. England is now signaling it could join them. UEFA has unanimously rejected the scheme. For Ghana's Black Stars, who want to be at that tournament, the politics around it are getting messy. Good news from Europe. 19-year-old Prince Amoako Jnr. scored in Nordsjælland's stunning 6-0 UEFA Conference League win over GAIS. And fellow teen Ghanaian winger Nana Kofi Donkor is reportedly one medical away from joining Swedish giants AIK. The kids are doing the work. We close on a heavy note. Big Chante, one half of Hiplife duo Akesifor, the voice behind 2006's African Girl, has died at 43. Many fans found out through a funeral poster on Facebook. He'll be buried in a Shaiman on August 8th. Rest well. That's your July 31st morning digest. Every story we covered today with the full context is waiting for you at chale.news. Stay informed, Chale.